game one. Montreal in the blue uniforms, trimmed in white and red, and the Tampa Bay Rowdies in their distinctive whites with the gold and green. And this should be quite a game. These two clubs met twice during the regular season, and they split. So they're all even going in. Gordon Hill will be the man to watch for Montreal offensively, along with Ousseyn, number 10. They're standing right by the ball right now. Defensively, Montreal will show McGrain, Johnny McGrain, and Tony Towers, number 8, and Carmine Marcantonio. Now here's ZEQUINHA. TATU, watch him. He's a great scorer. Out of the left point, picking up the veteran Johnny Gorman. Back to ZEQUINHA. Game is underway. Ball blocked down by Marcantonio. Ousseyn with it. Had a great rookie year outdoor for Montreal. He's a dangerous player. Ball over the stands. It'll be a kick in for Tampa Bay. The Rowdies of Tampa Bay. They've been playing indoor soccer in Tampa since 1975. In effect, they've been playing indoor soccer more and for a longer period of time than any club in the league. Here's TATU, number 14, ZEQUINHA, a couple of skillful Brazilians. Marcantonio fouls ZEQUINHA, tripped him. It'll be a free kick for Tampa Bay. The Rowdies lost in the last game of the season 10-9 to Chicago in the regular season, and ended up in second place with a record of 11-7. Montreal won in Toronto last game of the season. They shot over the top. And as a result, Montreal got into first place with a 9-9 record. So Montreal has the home field advantage, although they do not have the best record. Let's look at it again now. ZEQUINHA, powerful right-footed shot. Watch this shot. Hit the top of the crossbar and went over the top. All right, back to the live action now, and a whistle and a foul called against John Gorman, holding Ousseyn, number 10. Johnny Gorman, rugged British defender. All right, Hill puts it in play, and Towers knocks it in the box, and the referee says, let's do it again. Just underway. We played 52 seconds of this playoff game in Tampa Bay. There is no score. And now the referee does not like the ball. We're going to get a new ball.
Which they will get rid of and bring another one on. Tony Towers on the
Towers puts it in play. John McGrain tries to bang it off the screen. It goes into the crowd. Keep in mind that Tampa does not have plexiglass surrounding this the boards here, so you're going to get a lot of balls going over the boards and out of bounds. You're going to have a lot of kick-ins here, and they don't have plexiglass along the side of the goals. It's a screen, so the ball doesn't come out as quickly as it does in most arenas. A battle for the ball. TATU is fouled. TATU fouled by John McGrain. ZEQUINHA. Nice pass to Gorman in front. Knocked out of the slot by Marcantonio. Here comes the speeding Ousseyn. Ousseyn over the line now. He's got Hill on the other side if he wants him. Shot deflected. Marcantonio shot blocked down. Nice lead by Gorman. And into the crowd, and it should be a Montreal kick, and it is. Ousseyn. Trying to go back to McGrain at the point, but McGrain was going off the bench. Off to the bench. Here comes ZEQUINHA. Shot saved. And knocked out of the slot by Towers. TATU was waiting. ZEQUINHA drilled it again. Nice little flip on by Hill. Back to Hill from Towers in the left corner. No score in the game. 13-13 to play in the first period. Off the boards, trying to get it to himself, actually, Hill. Broken up by Roberts, and a shot just missed by Ousseyn. Now Roberts to TATU. Watch this stocky little Brazilian. He's got great control and great balance. And there's a good defensive play by Montreal. Coming, hustling back to pick it up was Chuden. Chuden over the midfield line. Kozic holding him off. Referee says play on, no foul. Chuden now holding Kozic, and they do call that one.
Here comes Gruber.
Peter Gruber.
DeBrito with it.
Here to DeBrito, the rookie. Back to Peter Rowe. Paul Rowe. Now try to bank it in front and shoot intercept. Paul Rowe, the younger brother of Peter Rowe, scored 3 goals in his last time out against Chicago in that 10-9 loss, so he's getting a chance to play early here tonight for Tampa Bay.
Back to Hill.
Right, here's Hill. Cross field now to a terrific player. This is VOSMAER, number 7. Got it shooting. To Hill. Lobs it toward the corner, and it's picked off there by Roberts. Long up here for DeBrito. DeBrito in control. Got it, Paul Rowe. Back to DeBrito. They're in the zone now. The veteran Kozic. Go back here for Roberts. Roberts looking for a shot to hit DeBrito and knocked out of the slot.
Out of play, kick in.
Went knocked it out of the slot, over the boards again, and there will be a kick in for Tampa Bay. Kozic, ZEQUINHA, Connell on for the first time tonight. Paul Rowe and DeBrito, they're on for Tampa Bay.
Knocked away by Montreal.
Martinovic cleared the ball. Martinovic, VOSMAER, Quinn, Shooten, and Damir Zutevsky on for Montreal. 11:15 to play. First period, no score. The Manic and the Rowdies.
Peter Rowe makes a move.
There's Rowe. Goal! Watch it again. Look at the strong work by Rowe now. He created this play. And here's the pass and a little flick on by the rookie DeBrito. And it's 1-0, Tampa Bay on top. And here's Rowe over the line. ZEQUINHA with VOSMAER. Well, this is a game for quick players. And back to the goalkeeper, John VANOOSTVEEN. VANOOSTVEEN, by the way, is the 3rd string goalkeeper. Bobby Rigby, the 1st string keeper, is out. The number 2 keeper, Noguera, is out. So the number 3 keeper in there, and Winston DUBOSE, the number 2 keeper for Tampa Bay, is in, because as you heard, Jordan JAGO, the number 1 keeper, Jürgen Stars, went back to Germany. His mother just died. He was back for the funeral. And now it's Rowe, clearing it out to TATU. McGrain knocked him off the ball. Watch TATU, he's not giving up on it. VOSMAER controls it off the boards. VOSMAER, ZEQUINHA couldn't strip it from VOSMAER. And finally, ZEQUINHA held VOSMAER. It'll be a free kick for Montreal. 1-0, Tampa Bay on top. And a goal by DeBrito. VOSMAER midfield line. Hussein on the right wing. Connell was on him, now knocked away by Paul Rowe. Now this is ZEQUINHA. Gorman's going wide to the left and he gets the ball. Nice pass. Gorman tried to lob it off the screen in front, but it went over the top as you saw. And it's still 1-0 Tampa Bay over Montreal.
Very special guest here tonight in East Section number
Gordon Hill had an outstanding year. 29 goals, 19 assists, almost double the second total. We'll see him there. Gordon Hill, you'll have a chance to see it before it's over. Has one of the most powerful left foots in the game today. All right, Roberts ran it clear to Peter Gruber. Gorman gets a return pass from TATU. TATU is a good target man. You can play the ball to him around the slot and he'll give it back to you. If you're cutting through, whatever, works some beautiful little give and goes. They're trying to use him right now, but the ball went over his head. Rowe outside to Gorman, and the shot by Roberts. Didn't get it all. Montreal having a tough time getting it out. That's Towers. Mark Antonio shooting. And back to Tony Towers. Skillful player, Towers. Shooting in the zone of the right wing. Gorman's all over him. Gorman beat him to the ball. Roberts in the corner. Cannot clear it. Towers fires, and a good save. DUBOSE made a good save on the driving shot. Mark Antonio got it free. Sent it across. Towers fires in the slot. Marcantonio off the screen. Montreal applying a lot of pressure. Marcantonio missed it. And again, over the boards. 8:24 to play first period. 1-0 Tampa Bay on top. Game one of this quarterfinal NASL playoff. Game two will be in Montreal on Sunday. Shooting with his trap. McGrain to midfield, knocked away from Chuden. Here comes TATU. Towers fouled him. Shows you how strong TATU is. Towers nailed him pretty good, pushed him hard, but TATU, as we told you before, has great balance. Built like a fire plug. There's Tony Towers, the veteran. And one of the people that makes this club go. Creative player. Right as Rowe. Stole it. Shoot. Got it to Gordon Hill. Marcantonio. Right to the DUBOSE. TATU stays on the ball. Shot. And a good save.
By goalkeeper VANOOSTVEEN.
By VANOOSTVEEN.
Lucian with it.
Good lead pass up to Towers.
Towers with a cross. Gruber.
Gruber cleared it back to
And
DUBOSE.
it's Rowdies' ball.
TATU to Rowe. Interception by McGrain. Lucian fires. DUBOSE again. Up to it.
Save DUBOSE. Manny, stay ready for the indoor playoffs in style with Rowdies. Merchandise booths are located on both the east and west sides of the mezzanine concourse. Rowdies merchandise, gifts, and souvenirs available now.
DeBrito.
Selection.
The goal scorer.
DeBrito. Working with it for Tampa Bay.
ZEQUINHA.
Scored the only goal thus far in the game.
Marcantonio
ZEQUINHA.
marking him. In front. Goal! Kosic in front. Watch it again. ZEQUINHA with a blistering shot that VANOOSTVEEN couldn't hang on to. And then Kosic, opportunistic goal, knocked it in the net. And even though Kosic scored the goal, it looks like Coach Gordon JAGO is giving him some instructions. I don't know how much better he could do it. I think he's talking about defensively. It's got to be. He can't be talking about offense. And it's 2-0, Tampa Bay on top. Lucian kicking ZEQUINHA.
On the assist on that goal, ZEQUINHA.
Philip Clark, the official for tonight's game, the referee in the middle of the field. Bob Heilman, the assistant in the box. All right, here's Hill. And a whistle and a foul is going to be called against Tampa Bay. With a score, Tampa Bay 2, Montreal 0. We'll return with more NASL playoff soccer. Rowdies on top 2-0. 5:05 to play in the first period. Gorman tried to chip it in the left-hand corner, and it went over the top, as you saw. It's amazing how the season went for these two clubs. Both had to play on the last day of the season to determine whether they'd be in first place or not. Chicago beat Tampa Bay 10-9 in overtime. Great crowd of over 19,000 at the Chicago Stadium. And then Montreal won their first away game of the year. Picked a good time for it. They beat Toronto in Maple Leaf Gardens 6-5. And that put them in first place. And there's a shot with the goalkeeper out that's deflected. VANOOSTVEEN gambling and almost paid for it. On the goal by Kosic, ZEQUINHA gets an assist. 6 goals, by the way, for Kosic. 2-0, Tampa Bay on top. 5:19 to play in the first period here in St. Petersburg, Florida, the home field of the Tampa Bay Rowdies.
Goal kick, Montreal.
Montreal, coached by Eddie Fermani, but that's not Eddie Fermani. That's Andy Lynch, who we're going to be talking to at halftime. He's a player coach this year, but with Eddie Fermani scouting in Europe, Mr. Peter Mindrew and Andy Lynch are taking over the head coaching chores tonight. Fermani will be back for Sunday's game in Montreal. Good pass for Towers, good play by DUBOSE. And now a little chip toward goal. That'll be goal kick for Tampa Bay. The Rowdies 2 and Le Manic of Montreal nothing.
Nice job by
This is NASL playoff soccer.
Michelob bring.
Roberts, Peter Gruber on row. Kozic and TATU for Tampa Bay. Ocean, Hill, McGrain, VOSMAER, and Tony Towers for Montreal. If you're just tuning in, Tampa Bay scored the game's first 2 goals. Kozic scored and DeBrito scored for Tampa Bay. We have 4:33 to play in period number 1. TATU, VOSMAER all over him. TATU over the screen. TATU, a Brazilian who played at Sao Paulo of Brazil. Sao Paulo now has a working agreement with the Tampa Bay Rowdies, and that's why TATU is here. And we'll be seeing many more outstanding Sao Paulo players playing for these Rowdies. 3-line pass now by Montreal, so we're going to have an indirect free kick from the Montreal line now. TATU is an outstanding young player. He's going to be a terrific player outdoors as well. Indoors, he hasn't done badly. 22 assists, 19 goals in 14 games. Gordon JAGO will take those stats outdoors. Roberts was winding up to shoot it. McGrain made a good play to knock it away.
Roberts with the ball. The row broken up by Usian. Towers.
All right, now here's Hill and a great goal. A sensational goal by Gordon Hill. Now, we told you he could really hit it, but that time he showed you how skillful his left foot is. He didn't wind up and hit that. He sort of touched it, one-touched it under the crossbar. Watch this. This isn't power, this is just great skill. Now watch the pass. Watch how quickly he hits it. First time, and he chips it over the goalkeeper under the bar. Great goal by Gordon Hill. That's his 30th goal of the year. And it's a 2-1 game now. Tampa Bay leads by 1. Sutevsky to shoot. Montreal coming back now off the screen.
The Montreal goal was scored by Gordon Hill.
Gorman playing to Roberts. Shooting intercepted. Chuden's a really workman-like player. He's always working. Back for Chuden. Tries to chip it in, and good play by DUBOSE, who read that beautifully. You can't go to sleep if you're an indoor goalkeeper. At least in outdoors, if the ball's at the midfield stripe or in the other team's zone, you've got a couple of seconds to rest. In this game, it's back and forth so quickly, you quit concentrating and the ball's behind you. And a whistle and a foul. Foul called against Montreal. Foul called against Martinovic, fouling TATU in front.
VANOOSTVEEN hauls it in.
And VANOOSTVEEN made the play. Long release intercepted by Connell of Tampa Bay with 2:48 to play in period number 1. The Rowdies on top of Montreal 2-1. Game 2 will be in Montreal Sunday. And if they're tied at the end of that game, in games, they'll play a 15-minute mini game. If they're tied after that, we'll go to sudden death. That's the way the playoffs work.
Back to Quinn again.
Quinn now. Mark Antonio, and Roberts held Quinn. After Quinn made the pass, he was trying to cut, and Roberts got in his way and fouled him. Quinn trying to shake it off.
Antonio to take the free kick for Lamani. Quinn.
Quinn trying to get it in front.
Off the wall and into the arms of Danson.
DUBOSE with it. So Montreal's only won one time on the road this year, and that, of course, was in Toronto, as we told you. Tampa Bay's been a tough club to beat here for 7 years in the Bayfront Center. TATU! And they love it in St. Pete. No substitute for skill. Watch this now. Gorman, little back heel for TATU. Now watch him jitterbugging here. Takes to the right now. Watch him bring it back to the left. There it is. And he hits it with a left foot. That's why you've got to learn to hit it with each foot. You kids watching out there. Great play. There's no substitute for skill, is there? 3-1, Tampa Bay on top. ZEQUINHA, another player with skill. And Usian for Montreal. Tackle away by the hard-working TATU, who throws another tackle of Mark Antonio and draws a foul. You have to be impressed by this guy. Not only does he score goals, he really works hard on defense. Usian's shot is blocked. ZEQUINHA somehow got through. And then Mark Antonio stripped him of the ball. 1:19 to play in the first period. A lot of action. Tampa Bay leads 3-1 over Montreal. Zutevsky, Usian behind Towers, but he still controls. And now Martinovic, Mark Antonio, cross field for Tony Towers. We have a minute to play in the period.
Zutevsky. Knocked away by John Gorman.
Montreal doing a lot of passing, but they're not going anywhere with it. VOSMAER intercepts at midfield with 45 seconds to play in the period.
Zutevsky.
We see it. Gorman manhandling him. Gorman just threw him down.
Free kick Montreal.
34 seconds to play in the period. Connell got to the slot ahead of Zutevsky. Peter Rowe now. Over the line. DeBrito. He scored the first goal of the game. Martinovic plays him into the boards. The referee says play on.
Stolen away by Mark Antonio. Counterattack
Time
Montreal.
remaining 15 seconds. A battle along the boards. Boy, that Gorman's a tough cookie. He's really a tough cookie. 5 seconds to play in the period. And there goes the horn. And Tampa Bay wins the first period here. And at the end of one, they love it. Tampa Bay 3 and Montreal 1. We'll be back with period number 2. Tampa Bay 6-5 in Montreal, and Montreal was beaten here 8-5. As we told you, they split the series. That doesn't mean anything now. The big games are here. This is playoff soccer. Gruber trying to get it to ZEQUINHA. Towers read it and took it away to Hill. Back to Towers, trying to get it back to Hill. That's a good play by Gruber. Gruber doesn't pick that pass off. Hill's in on goal. Gordon Hill, who scored the only Montreal goal in the first period. TATU scored, DeBrito scored, and Kozic scored for Tampa Bay. Here's TATU. ZEQUINHA back to TATU, and VOSMAER got his foot up pretty high, and the referees didn't call anything.
Taken back by Tampa Bay. Peter Gruber and John Gorman on defense.
Johnny Gorman. ZEQUINHA. ZEQUINHA came over from Dallas. As you know by now, you NASL fans, Dallas merged with Tampa Bay. So a lot of pretty good soccer players came over to Tampa Bay. This is going to be a strong outdoor team, Tampa Bay, with the addition of the ZEQUINHAs and the TATUs and the Jurgen Stars.
Montreal.
Hugo Perez, a bright young player, now playing the 96. Going to be a good team. A lot of bench strength. Montreal, you know, is going to be an outstanding team. All right, here's Peter Gruber with the ball. We've just started the second period. 3-1 Tampa Bay on top of Montreal. Gruber starting a lot of stuff, and a good save off TATU, and a shot just missed. by Peter Rowe, and now over the top. Gruber created all of that. He wouldn't give up on the ball. Watch him now. Gruber knocked it away from VANOOSTVEEN, kept it alive for the shot by TATU. There's a good save by VANOOSTVEEN, a leg save, and this shot just missed the post. And the next shot went over the top. So John VANOOSTVEEN, the third string goalie for Montreal in a very big game, really under the gun. Gonna be goal kick now for VANOOSTVEEN.
Here's a steal by Paul Rowe.
Paul Rowe with a steal there momentarily. Back to Paul Rowe. To Roberts. In front, good pass. VOSMAER heads away. Paul Rowe has shot, he missed it off the screen. McGrain just lobs it up the field. And into the crowd. Game's so different without that plexiglass along the sideboards there.
Paul Rowe.
And out of Towers. And also, when they go to Montreal, as you have a look at Gordon JAGO, the head coach of the Tampa Bay Rowdies, and now a handball on Roberts. Gordon JAGO, who came into this league, are you ready for this? 1968 as a coach of the Baltimore Bays. Then he went back to England, distinguished himself as a coach in England, came back with the Rowdies, and he's done a fine job here. I'm saying when they go back to Montreal, that's a bigger arena. It's a much bigger arena, and they know how to play that arena, Montreal. Right now, they're concerned about playing in Tampa. Roberts over the top again.
Goal kick Montreal. And the Rowdies remain high and dry this time.
Neil Roberts. Hard-working player. Outdoors, Roberts, a good target man. Big guy, good in the air. Indoors, hard-working player. Plays a lot of defense indoors. Might head it down now. Montreal down by 2. Lucien. Bump from behind by Rowe. Now a shot just went wide by Hill. Boy, it doesn't take Hill long to wind up and hit it. Roberts knocked the Quinn shot down, and here's Carmine Marcantonio. Wide Hill. Push it between Connell's leg. Now they battle for it. Referee lets him play on. Lucien. The goalkeeper broke it up. That was DUBOSE that came out to knock it away. Now in the slot, Connell clears to DeBrito. To Roberts. Kozic with a little bit of room now. Kozic. Peter Rowe, and it was deflected off the ankle of Quinn, or that would have been right on goal. Juden.
And out to Marcantonio. Quinn.
Now Quinn.
Shoot.
Bad pass.
By John Gorman.
Juden knocked it away, but now DUBOSE with it. Winston DUBOSE. No doubt about that foul. Radi Martinovich fouling DeBrito. DeBrito, who scored the game's first goal. Tampa Bay leads it 3-1 with 10:49 to play in the first half. Good play by VANOOSTVEEN.
Shooting to Hill.
Hill.
To Quinn.
Quinn. Hill didn't get it all. Shooting was in good position. Hill! And a good save by DUBOSE. And now, Hill is mad at Rowe. Hill is livid, number 11. Mad at Peter Rowe. Let's see why he's mad. In the slot. Here comes Hill. didn't see Rowe do anything. Somebody saw him do something because Peter Rowe's going to the sin bin, and so is Chuden. We have a double penalty to Chuden and Rowe. They must have tangled up after the shot.
So it's 5-on-5.
So no advantage. Each club now with a man in the penalty box. 2-minute penalties. All right, have a look at the penalty box. That's Shooting at the top of your screen. Peter Rowe is in there for Tampa Bay. There's Peter Rowe.
Outdoor schedule for 1982. And obviously this
How about those Tulsa Roughnecks beating the Chicago Sting in Tulsa the other night?
Outdoor season tickets if you purchase now. 1982 outdoor season tickets at
Of course, Chicago got a very bad break.
Call the Rowdies ticket office for a sale.
They've had some key injuries as well. We don't want to make any excuses for the defending Soccer Bowl champs. They have their backs against the wall. Karl-Heinz Granitza, their leading scorer, has some ligament damage, and it's doubtful how much he's going to play.
And here we go. Both teams a man short. Ball to
ZEQUINHA, what skill?
ZEQUINHA on the attack. 3-on-2.
Knocked away from behind by VOSMAER, and they've called a foul. There's the crowd. They love indoor soccer here. As we said before, they've been watching it for 7 years. It's not a new game to them. Rowdies won the NASL title, by the way, in 79-80. Last year, by the way, Edmonton won it. They beat Chicago in the finals. All right, ZEQUINHA. Well, what skill? The TATU. Those two Brazilians can really do it in front. TATU almost scored it.
Cleared away. Peter Gruber picks it up. Back to Big C.
See, TATU does something. He not only has great skill, but he has great work rate. He does it all for you. He just doesn't dance around out there. He's got a lot of courage. Lethal shot on either foot. He showed you when he scored that left-footed goal. There's VANOOSTVEEN with 9:30 to play in the first half. Nice job by Quinn. VOSMAER to Quinn. Gorman made the play. Gorman and Quinn, a couple of great competitors, and a foul is called against Quinn.
Foul by Quinn. Free kick Rowdies. Out to Gruber.
Peter Gruber, a lot of room, fires, and almost an own goal, and a save, and tipped over the bar by VANOOSTVEEN. Almost an own goal by McGrain off the shot by Gruber. And now we're going to go to corner kick. Corner kick.
Corner kick Rowdies.
And over the top. So from sunny Florida in the second period with 9:07 to play, 3-1. Tampa Bay over Montreal.
Leasing a car can be a real hassle.
I'd like to lease a car.
Boss, there's a guy here who wants to lease our car.
No problem. Just sign here. Come on, I don't have all day. And of course, we're not responsible for anything that goes wrong.
A hassle unless you go to the right place in the first place. Your Ford authorized leasing dealer offers full service leasing with a wide selection of cars and plans. So look for the sign of one.
Over the top.
Koki with it for Tampa Bay. Up to Z.
Kozic to ZEQUINHA. Kozic, ZEQUINHA, Connell. TATU on for Tampa Bay. VOSMAER. And TATU got around him. ZEQUINHA in front. Knocked out of the slot nicely. Montreal going with Towers,
Back to Z.
Martinovic, VOSMAER, and McGrain. Each club with a man in the penalty box. Double penalties to Chuden, who just came out of the box. And Peter Rowe. Even strength, now equal strength. Martinovic missed badly.
Into the stratosphere. Panties, take a look around at your new, beautiful indoor Rowdies. on either end of the Bayfront.
Want to stay tuned at halftime. We're going to be talking to the veteran defender
They're instructed by Keel Ray.
and assistant coach of this Montreal team, Andy Lynch. That'll be at halftime.
All Rowe. Big Bird Roberts back out to Rowe.
All right, now here's Rowe in the corner. Rowe was hammered along the boards by Andy Parkinson, who hasn't had a lot of playing time tonight. Kozic.
Kozic to Tattoo.
Tattoo, and now Connell gets it through to Kozic. Towers knocked it away. Sutevsky, good ball to Parkinson.
Sutevsky.
Now here's Randy Martinez.
And over to Mark Antonio. Long pass
Carmine,
down to
check it. Sutevsky fouled by Kozic.
Foul Rowdies, free kick.
Parkinson in the corner.
Parkinson.
Draws two men over to Sutevsky.
Ladies
3-1, Tampa Bay on top. 7:20 to play in the second period. There's VOSMAER. Shot off the screen. Boy, DUBOSE was out of position when that ball came off the screen, but nobody from Montreal in the slot.
and Rowdies.
With 7:07 to play in the first half. A packed house in St. Petersburg. Playoff soccer. Tampa leads Montreal 3-1.
Come on, one more.
No.
The championship of the...
ZEQUINHA. And taken away by Andy Parkinson.
VOSMAER.
Fernando has come on for the first time tonight now. Fernando has come on for Tampa
All the
Bay.
way down to
Had a
DUBOSE.
great outdoor season for him. Really brought him down the stretch, got him into the playoffs. He hasn't played much indoors. There he is, Luis Fernando. Big, strong guy. Coming out for the first time tonight. He's been forced to come on, actually, because of the 6 players that are injured. Now Gorman. Martinovich beat him to the ball. Gorman. Can out handle it. Now to Hill. They got a chance. Shot, goal!
Hill for Montreal, and it's a 3-2 game.
And you can't give him that kind of a chance. Took it beautifully with the goalkeeper coming out. He was open there, but he didn't pull the trigger until he had the goalkeeper out of position. Watch this. Now watch him. He didn't rush it. He waited. He waited. Look at this. And then he hit it right between the goalkeeper's legs. And Gordon Hill has scored his second goal of the game. And now it's anyone's game again. Tampa Bay 3, Montreal 2. And now a pass to Towers, and a foul is going to be called against Peter Rowe. Peter Rowe's going back to the penalty box for 2 minutes. Peter Rowe's always been a penalized player, but when he came to Tampa Bay last year, Gordon JAGO had it out with him, and he said, look, you do me no good by getting fouls and yellow cards and whatever. And if you don't straighten out, you're not going to be here. Well, Peter Rowe straightened out, made a great contribution for Tampa Bay in the outdoor. But indoors here tonight, he's had 2 successive 2-minute penalties. The other one was a double penalty, so that really didn't hurt the club, but this one could. Man advantage now for Montreal. 5:35 to play in the half, and Montreal trails Tampa Bay 3-2. Jim Carvelis with the play-by-play. Hope you're enjoying NASL playoff soccer. Towers didn't enjoy that shot as he knocked it way over the top of the goal. It'll be a goal kick now for the Rowdies of Tampa Bay. Winston DUBOSE. Martinovich got an assist on the Gordon Hill goal, by the way. Now steal. Gorman almost came in. VOSMAER. This guy's a tremendous player, VOSMAER. On the right to Towers, and a shot in the slot. Peter Gruber comes out running. Gruber's got good speed. VOSMAER is called for a penalty. Now this is a very questionable call, in my view, because Gruber was taking him on and then just cut to the right. I don't think this was intentional at all. Let's watch this. No, sir. Gruber took a dive. That was not a 2-minute penalty, but in point of fact, the referee calls it a 2-minute penalty, so we'll let it go at that. So now the teams are at equal strength. Peter Rowe was in the blocks for Tampa Bay, and now VOSMAER goes for Montreal. 5:07 to play in the second period. There's Peter Rowe, and there's VOSMAER, number 7. All right, here's a pass in front, and a shot by Kozichov. A good pass by TATU, almost made it 4-2. Now with 2 men in the penalty box, what this really does is it opens up the field more because there's less players, and it gives the skillful players a chance to really show themselves with more room. That's why you see the TATUs on and the Usians and the Hills. They have more room to operate now. And the game really opens up when it's 4 against 4. Marcantonio. Connell, good defensive player. All right, here's TATU now. Going against McGrain. Tries to pass it in the slot, but it was behind Peter Gruber. Not a good pass. Not a good pass by Hill. TATU with it. Shot and a save. And TATU pulled the trigger from just outside the box, and VANOOSTVEEN made a good save down on his knees. Usian. 3-2 Tampa Bay. Usian missed the ball. He whipped it. That bounced right on the line. That wasn't a 3-line pass, right on the line. TATU on the right to Gruber. Rowe is out now, so they're going to have a man advantage. Tampa Bay now, for a few seconds here, will have a man advantage for about 15 or 20. The penalties here are not recorded on the scoreboard in Tampa Bay. There's the official. There's VOSMAER in the box. Now, he should be in there for at least 15, maybe 20 more seconds. So while that's going on, Tampa Bay's got the man advantage. The power play. Connell, a shot just missed. He labeled that. ZEQUINHA brought it down beautifully. Here's Peter Rowe trying to feed TATU. Hayden Knight now on for Montreal, number 17 on the penalty-killing team. ZEQUINHA waiting for the ball to bounce up, and Parkinson stole it. All right, Peter Rowe. TATU couldn't turn on it. VANOOSTVEEN made the play, and out comes VOSMAER, and he's got the ball where it equals strength. 3 minutes to play in the half. And a handball against Tampa Bay. Montreal put it in play quickly. This is Hayden Knight. Andy Parkinson. Out to VOSMAER at the line with 2:51. A shot saved, DUBOSE. Stay tuned at halftime. We'll be talking to Andy Lynch, fine player with Montreal, now coaching here tonight, with Eddie Fermanti not being able to attend the game. And a guy that's been a rags to riches story in this league. We'll talk about that at halftime, as well as give you other pertinent stats about playoff soccer in the NASL. Hayden Knight. And it's tipped into the crowd by Connell. Well, Tampa Bay has had all the play, I felt, in this first half. However, Montreal is still in this game, very much in the game. It's only 3-2 Tampa Bay. And the game doesn't pay off on shots on goal or great play. It pays off on goals. And Montreal's right in it. VOSMAER tried to get it through to Marcantonio, and here's ZEQUINHA. Paul Rowe on now. There's Paul Rowe, Peter's brother. TATU back to Paul Rowe on the left. In front, VANOOSTVEEN made the play. 1:48 to play in the first half. Gordon JAGO made a nice catch as the ball was thrown inadvertently into the bench. Tampa Bay. ZEQUINHA on the Paul Rowe and TATU up front. ZEQUINHA shot. VANOOSTVEEN got a piece of that, I thought. It hit the crossbar and then went into the stands. The referee said no, he did not get a piece of it. The ball belongs to Montreal. Tampa Bay out shooting Montreal 26-21. Tampa Bay's got 6 pretty good players out, but they're still leading 3-2. Shooting made a good play there. And a shot almost home by Quinn. Well, that almost tied the game. With a minute 21. Shooting, a hard-working young player. You got to like him. VOSMAER in the slot to Hill. Couldn't control. Gruber clears. There's Shooting on the ball again. Great work rate outside of VOSMAER. Quinn off the screen. Peter Rowe clears. TATU fought off the ball by Martinovic, but boy, TATU goes right after him, doesn't he? And Rowdy does a good job to come away with the ball with 49 seconds. Gordon Hill, who has scored both Montreal goals. Bad pass by Quinn for Hill. He was cutting inside. He threw it outside. And DUBOSE with it with 35 seconds. Anyone's game, 3-2 Tampa Bay in the first half. Should be an exciting second half as well. All right, VANOOSTVEEN back into the corner. VOSMAER battling with Peter Gruber. ZEQUINHA with 19 seconds. ZEQUINHA.
15 seconds.
Kozic. TATU. TATU. Shot. Goal! With 8 seconds to play in the half. Watch TATU again coming to his left with VOSMAER. Hit the shot. And actually the shot didn't have a lot on it. But VANOOSTVEEN was screened. I don't think he got over because he didn't see the shot until it was too late. And TATU has given Tampa Bay a 2-goal lead with his second goal of the first half. That's the end of one. And they're excited in Florida. Tampa Bay 4 and Montreal 2. This is NASL Playoff Soccer.
Dear Joan.
Defender fakes him there, gets him out of position. Left-footed shot that went by the defender, and I really thought that VANOOSTVEEN, the goalkeeper for Montreal, was screening the play. And it was 4-2 Montreal. The stats show Tampa Bay outshot him 27-23. However, I really felt that the more dangerous shots were Tampa Bay's. They had much more possession of the ball. They looked a lot more dangerous. But give Montreal a lot of credit for staying in. And Gordon Hill has just brought him within one with his third goal. TATU. Now watch this. See how strong he is. Wheeling around VOSMAER. Stayed on his feet with a powerful left-footed shot, and he looks tired, doesn't he? Tired but happy. His third goal has brought Tampa Bay within one. It's now 7-6 Montreal. Hill. Nobody in front for Montreal. And this place is going bananas now. They're really excited. Here comes Gorman to Roberts. They've got Gruber up front. They've also got Fernando in the game. VANOOSTVEEN. Hill, a beautiful touch on for Towers coming in. Shot and a save. DUBOSE, a good save. And he was over the line. He punched it out outside the box. He was outside the box when he punched it away. So it'll be a free kick, Montreal. Good save, though, by DUBOSE. On the initial shot. Hill, that left-footed shot is blocked down. Here comes Gorman. Lost it off the boards. And now a whistle and a foul on Lucien. Lucien can't believe it. He's called for the foul.
Free kick Rowdies. Fans are indoor Rowdies are proud to be with such great supporters. Our official sponsors make the indoors great.
All right, Tampa Bay now looks for the tie. Peter Gruber in front. And almost Roberts. VANOOSTVEEN took it away from Roberts. There's Hill flicking it on for Lucien. And this time, DUBOSE handles in the box. Gruber open on the right side. Gruber. Roberts dummies it through for Peter Rowe in front. Almost. Fernando chance. Not too many people sitting down here now. This place is going crazy. What a game. All right, Tampa Bay puts it in play. Here they come up the right wing boards. In front, Fernando couldn't control. Back to VANOOSTVEEN. 6:40 to play in the match. And now it's Montreal hanging on, trying to weather the storm. Tampa Bay's come back within one. In the corner for Parkinson. Andy will score 2 goals here in the second half.
Here comes Montreal
There's a chip over the fence by Quinn. And a pause in the action at 6:22 to play in the game. 7 Montreal, 6 Tampa Bay. We'll be back with the excitement of NASL. Parkinson is all over him. That is ZEQUINHA. ZEQUINHA shot and a save. Good shot by ZEQUINHA. And VANOOSTVEEN was up to it. Gordon Hill now. Look at that guy. Look at the skill of Mr. Hill. There's Gordon Hill now. He's got Parkinson running on the left side. Ball came off too strong off the boards. And out the counterattack by Tampa Bay. ZEQUINHA going with Quinn. ZEQUINHA in front. Kozic almost, and it deflects back to the goalkeeper, VANOOSTVEEN. 5:33 to play in the game. Quinn trying to take that feed from Gordon Hill.
Okay, on the ball for the Rowdies.
VOSMAER intercepts, goes back to Hill. Gordon Hill fires, blocked down by Connell. McGrain chips it toward goal. No problem, DUBOSE, with 5 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in regulation. Montreal 7, Tampa Bay, the home team, here 6. Game 1 of their best-of-2 series. Game 2 will be in Montreal on Sunday. And Tampa Bay knows only too well if they lose here at home, their backs are really against the wall. Not many clubs are going to go up to Montreal and beat Le Manic. Right now, Le Manic on top 7-6. Here comes Kozic. To ZEQUINHA. ZEQUINHA shot deflects off Quinn into the crowd. Connell with the ball. Tampa Bay looking for a way to tie here. TATU tripped by Martinovic and into the crowd. Good call by the official. He might have called something on TATU being knocked down, but Tampa Bay had the advantage there. They had the advantage, and he didn't want to blow the whistle and stop play. TATU limping a bit. A hat trick for TATU, but so far it's not been enough. 7-6 Montreal, 4:15 to play. Hill tries to center it, got a bad bounce off the boards. And here comes Rowe, Peter Rowe, attacking now. 4-on-4, ZEQUINHA cuts for the middle. His shot is blocked by VOSMAER. Peter Rowe now brings it down outside the line. Now back to Peter Gruber in front, and a shot and a save. ZEQUINHA had it right on goal, and VANOOSTVEEN came up big. What a big save by VANOOSTVEEN.
Three-zone violation against Montreal. Rowdies ball at the red line.
3-line pass. Now look at that great save. Look at that great save.
Only 3 minutes and 46
Back to live action. That save could have won the game for Montreal. But still a lot of time to go. 3:38. You know how quickly you can score goals in this game. You saw it in the first 2 minutes and 20 seconds of the period. Peter Rowe just missed, and TATU kept it alive. The Tampa Bay attack is irrepressible now.
pulled in by VANOOSTVEEN.
And VANOOSTVEEN should be given a lot of credit for. This youngster's really stood in there, hasn't he? 3:07 to play. 7-6 Montreal. Gordon JAGO and this Tampa club must be drained after the last 3 games they played. 10-9 overtime, 8-7 in the last second to beat the Cosmos, and now down 7-6 with 2:50 to play in the game. At home at the Bayfront Center. Jam-packed crowd, and they want to see the Rowdies tie this up. But Montreal's hanging tough. TATU, head of the box. Taken down by VOSMAER, foul. Foul on VOSMAER. And Towers just kicked the ball the length of the field, and he's going to get a penalty. The same call that they had on Shooten. Towers wind up and fire the ball, kick it downfield, and that could be a very costly penalty. 2:32 to play, and he goes to the box. Tony Towers, let's watch the play again. TATU coming on. Now VOSMAER gets him. He trips him, no doubt. But watch what happens here. Again, after the whistle, Towers looks over, doesn't like the call, and just kicks the ball at this point up the field. And that costs him 2 minutes. By power play for Tampa Bay, down by 1. Good clear by Martinovic. And the clock ticking away. 2:21. Rowdies down by 1. They've got a man advantage. ZEQUINHA shot. And out of play. VOSMAER serving the penalty. Couldn't ask for a more exciting game. The crowd's been ready for a couple of days. Montreal and Tampa Bay were obviously ready. And Manic leading 7-6, man down, but they come on the attack with McGrain. And he'll rag the ball, doing a good job, just eating up the clock. Flew it back to Hayden Knight out on the penalty killing team. And what a good job Montreal's doing killing the penalty. Now here comes Tampa Bay. 7-6 Montreal. 1:45 to play. Gorman with it. If Tampa Bay scores, this place will blow the roof. ZEQUINHA. Gorman. TATU tried to deflect it. Knocked out nicely by Mark Antonio out of the slot. Minute 27 of the game. Shot! And what a save! What a save again by VANOOSTVEEN. And here comes ZEQUINHA. A minute 11 to play. In front. Oh! Pesha couldn't get a foot on it. Outside of Gorman. Minute 4 to play in the game. No one's sitting down now. Ball out to midfield. 57 seconds in the game. They got about 20 seconds of the penalty. ZEQUINHA. Shot saved. That was saved by Hayden Knight. Sliding across his goal. He deflected away by Tampa Bay now. 44 seconds to play. Gorman over to JAGO Pesha. Pesha cross field. ZEQUINHA off the boards. 33 seconds to play. Penalty almost over. TATU couldn't get to it. TATU couldn't get to it, and now VOSMAER is on. Montreal has killed a penalty. 27 seconds to play. What an attack. Tampa Bay pulling out all stops, and VANOOSTVEEN came up with some sensational saves. The Rowdies have 27 seconds to tie the game. And Andy Lynch on the bench coaching. Probably rather be playing after this experience. Eddie Fermani will be back for Sunday's game in Montreal. Now the goalkeeper, they give Connell a goalkeeper shirt, so they got another man on the attack. No one guarding the goal at the other end, so they've got a man advantage. 15 seconds. ZEQUINHA. TATU. And is he held? And they're going to call a penalty. They're going to call a penalty. Was it a penalty kick? They're going to call a penalty kick. They said TATU was held. They said TATU was held in the box. I believe they've awarded a penalty. Now, if the penalty is on Marcantonio, it's got to be a penalty kick because Marcantonio grabbed TATU in the box. By watching it again, the ball deflects inside. This is TATU now. That's where they grab him. That's a good call. That's a very good call. It was Martinovic that grabbed him, not Marcantonio. And the replay showed clearly the referee made the right call. Now a penalty kick. This could tie the game with 11 seconds. And ZEQUINHA will take it. This is not as automatic as it is outdoors. Smaller net, smaller area. So this is not automatic. And what a game. And what tension. Now we're going to have another Montreal penalty on Marcantonio. Marcantonio's been giving lip to the referee ever since the call in the box, and now he's going to pay for it. Carmine is very happy about the decision, as you can tell. And I hope you don't read lips. What a barn burner. What an incredible game. It's 7-6 Montreal. 11 seconds to play. Tampa Bay has a chance to tie the game with a penalty kick. ZEQUINHA will take it. 11 seconds. If he ties it, we go into sudden death overtime. Sudden death. Martinovic, Marcantonio, both in the box. Carmine's very happy about the whole situation. They're on their feet here. Everyone's standing. Now this can't help ZEQUINHA. ZEQUINHA's been waiting here for 3 minutes to tie the game. He's been sitting around. Now he's playing with the ball, trying to collect himself. All right, here we go. The moment of truth. ZEQUINHA to tie with 11 seconds. VANOOSTVEEN, who's been sensational in the goal. ZEQUINHA winds, fires, bullseye! Tied the game! How's that for drama? ZEQUINHA, and he really hit this. He just kept it down. Goalkeeper guessed going left. He nailed it right. And now, are we going to have another Montreal penalty? Look at Marcantonio. Oh, he's gonna get a card. Marcantonio gets a card. He put Usin in the box. Now Peter Mindu and Andy Lynch out on the field trying to figure out what's going on here. They're getting Peter Mindu and Andy Lynch are trying to talk with the official. Actually, if you want to be technical, that's also a 2-minute penalty when the coaches come on the field. The reason I know that is last Friday night when the Cosmos were in here, Ferro Yassin walked out on the field. He got a 2-minute penalty, and Tampa Bay tied the game. What a game. I'm not so sure how many players Montreal. They've got 3 players and a goalkeeper on the field, right? They're 2 men down. Now what happened is, after the penalty kick, one of those guys had to come out. See, it's a man advantage goal, but as soon as the goal was scored, then one of the men had to come out of the penalty box. That had to be Martinovic, who created the foul. But then Usian was thrown out right after that, so that leaves them 2 men down. They have McGrain. This is Montreal we're talking about. They have McGrain, they have Hayden Knight, and they've got VOSMAER on. And VANOOSTVEEN in the goal, so they're 2 men down. Tampa Bay, for 11 seconds now, is going to have a 2-man advantage. And DUBOSE is back in the goal. Montreal will try to kill this 11 seconds. That's a 3-line pass. 3-line pass against Montreal. So now we're going to have an indirect free kick for Tampa Bay. 2 men up now. 7 seconds to play in regulation. And watch this. Petersburg on the left side. ZEQUINHA on the right. TATU in the slot. And Peter Rowe's going to be roaming around in front of the goal. Hayden Knight, McGrain, and VOSMAER from Montreal. And the referee came over the Montreal bench and had some more words for some of the Montreal players. Now they're going to call not a 3-line pass. They're going to call a drop ball here. All right, we're going to go to sudden death. That's it. TATU now, guarded by Martinovic, number 5, clearly pulls him down. Good call by the official Clark. And that's going to bring on a penalty kick. That brought on the penalty kick. A lot of arguing in the ensuing argument. Mark Antonio was also thrown off for unsportsmanlike conduct, dissent. So that gave Tampa Bay, with 11 seconds remaining in the game, a chance to tie it with a penalty kick. Now, as I said, this is not automatic in indoor soccer. Not really a lot of room on either side of that goalkeeper, ZEQUINHA, with all the pressure on him and this big crowd on its feet. And ZEQUINHA was equal to the task. Watch the shot by the talented Brazilian here. VANOOSTVEEN guesses. You have to almost guess here. He went left, and ZEQUINHA knocked it in the right-hand corner of the net, and this place exploded. Tampa Bay was back in the game, and after that, now that brought 1 man out of the box. That was Martinovic, but then Usian said something to the official, so they put him off for dissent. So as it turned out, we played the last 11 seconds of the period with Tampa Bay having a 2-man advantage. And they're going to have, I believe, a 2-man advantage to start overtime. And Andy Lynch substituting tonight for Eddie Fermani. Can't believe what's happening. He was 11 seconds away from winning this game, away from home, a playoff game. A tremendous win it would have been for Montreal. They can still do it. But now they're going to have to do it the hard way. They're going to have to do it in overtime, sudden death overtime. And Gordon JAGO, as I've said on a number of occasions, has been involved in 3 of these games back-to-back. Against the Cosmos last Friday night, it was out of the ball game. Tampa Bay came back down by a couple of goals late in the game to win it 8-7 on a Hugo Perez goal. Then he goes to Chicago Sunday to play for first place, and they lose 10-9 in overtime in front of over 19,000. So he figures, well, that's it for exciting games. Wrong, Gordon. Down 7-5 with a couple minutes to go. His club ties it with 11 seconds. We're in sudden death overtime. Montreal is 2 men down. Mark Antonio, who's been very vocal tonight, and Usian are both in the box, both for dissent, unsportsmanlike conduct. Montreal will play Hayden Knight, VOSMAER, and McGrain against 5 outfield players for the Rowdies. That'll be ZEQUINHA, TATU, Kozic, Peter Rowe, and Gorman. All right, 2 men down. Montreal defends sudden death. First goal wins it. Gorman on the outside. ZEQUINHA, Gorman, Kozic, ZEQUINHA. Goal! It is all over. ZEQUINHA with a blistering shot just under the crossbar. And the Rowdies of Tampa Bay have come back from the dead And watch this play set up. That's Gorman now. ZEQUINHA lurking on the right. Gorman sees him, gets him the ball. ZEQUINHA now. Back to Gorman. Very patient. Tampa Bay just waiting for that zone to shift over. Now that one pass, and there's the shot. VANOOSTVEEN couldn't handle it. A lot of pace on it, right over his head, and that did it. And the Tampa Bay Rowdies, in sensational fashion, have ignited these fans here in St. Petersburg. They've shocked Montreal, tied it with 11 seconds, won at 18 seconds into the sudden death, and Tampa Bay a winner, 8-7. That's it. From Florida, Jim Carvelis. Hope you enjoyed tonight's playoff game. So long, everyone.